How y'all doing this morning? First of all, sir, your name?
My name is James Banks.
B-A-N-K-S?
B-A-N-K-S.
Okay, you've been with this church for how long now?
Actually, the church, since 1959. The church was organized in 1959, and I've been here since 1959.
You started as a teenager?
I started as a teenager in 1959.
Tell me a little bit about the church, what you remember about the church growing up with it.
It was always a church that was filled with a lot of love. Being in a small community, everybody knew everybody, and everybody bonded together, and everybody was just filled with love. I mean, there was never a stranger, and even the people that was not at the beginning, it was not even the people who were not the first organizers. When they came in, there was always a lot of love that was shown to these people. So if I would give an example of what I thought an example would be, I would say it would be an example of love.
What about now the setback with the fire at the church? What do you think it's going to take to overcome that?
Actually, I think that we have already overcome, because we are a strong congregation. We are going to move forward. You know, we're not going to look at the past. It's something that happened, and I mean, it's something that no one would have wanted to happen. And I mean, I was so amazed when I first saw the building, and you don't ever think that anything of this nature would even happen to you. You know, but since it has happened, we just have to move forward. You know?
All right. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
time for us to remember our pastor this morning. Crown him with wisdom and knowledge. So our others say, one every day will be Sunday. Sabbath will have no end.
Your people, Lord. We are the church, Lord God. We're here to praise you, Lord God. We're here to worship you, Lord God. Father, that's the only reason, Lord. Oh God, we thank you, Lord. We just thank you what's going on. Lord God, we thank you. In the name of Jesus, Lord God. We're in the restoring process, Lord God, and we thank you right now, Lord. Thank you for your Holy Spirit, Lord God. Thank you for being real, Lord God. Thank you for being patient with us, Lord. Father, we know Satan meant it for bad, but you meant it for our good, Lord God. And we give you glory, Lord God. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, Father, bless us through this service, Lord God. You didn't down the for us to spectate, Lord. Father, we magnify your name, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. You're worthy, Lord. Oh, you forgive me as to God. We're here to praise him. We're here to praise him right now. God, we thank you, Lord. Lord, let us not.
October of 1959, this is where we met. This is where we had church. So sometimes we got to come back to where we started from. And it was only about 40 members when we first got organized. But it didn't take long for the church to grow. And after a couple of years, we purchased land and we built our first building in 1960. You see, we had some strong Christian folk that loved one another, and they showed that love, you know? And then it didn't take too long after that. We built the other sanctuary. We moved in there, and come marching down the road, I can remember all of my folk coming, marching down the road and singing the song, "We've come this far by faith, leaning and trusting, depending on the Lord." That's what we're going to have to do now. We're going to have to put our faith and trust in God, and we're going to have to move on. We can't let nothing hinder us. We can't let nothing stop us. We can't let the devil get in the way, because there are so many unsaved people. Love that goes from heart to heart, and put it in action. Amen. Together, we can do it. With faith and the Lord on our side. And I know we have that here at First Baptist. So we're just going to have to put it in action. The Lord is going to bless us to move forward, and we just can't have a stagnated mind. We're not going to look back. We're going to look ahead and count our blessings one by one. And if we continue to do that, so I think everybody's in agreement of moving on. And as the old saying goes, I don't like to forget where I came from. I know where I came from. So we're just back here with the roots from where we started from.
Okay, Pastor Johnson, tell me, service is over with today. How'd it go today?
Well, it went quite well. We just gave the Lord praise and thanks because He said, "In all things, give thanks." And so that's what we did today, because we wanted whoever that demonic person was that did that, and of course his author, who is Satan, to know that our spirits have not been dampened by what they did. We still, gave the Lord praise, and that's what we came out here to do. And the people were excited, and so, that was it. That was the whole purpose.
One ladies earlier said basically the church started out in '59 and went right here at this location with the roots.
Yes. This church had its inception right here at the school, Drew. It was Charles R. Drew School. It went from first grade all the way up to the 12th grade then. It was a black school. And, of course, now it's the intermediate school. And it started out here. So we kind of looked at that as, the Lord giving us a new start in this old race. And so it was sort of an eye-opening experience. And the Lord just reminded us again that there are still souls to be saved, and we can't get bogged down because of what happened to a building. you know, Satan can think that he hurt the church, but he didn't hurt the church. He hurt the building, but he didn't hurt the church. We are the church, and we're going to continue to stand and be strong in the Lord.
What about the damage to the church? Have they figured out how bad the church is damaged, how long before you'll be able to get back in there?
Well, they haven't given us an estimated number as to how much damage was done, but probably about 6, 7 to 8 months before we were back into the building, there was tremendous damage. When, if not with the fire, it was from the heat and the you know, the soot and all. There was tremendous damage as a result of just the heat. Our piano and organ and the keys melted, being a distance from the actual fire, tremendous heat in there. So I would suspect that the major part of the structure has been weakened. And so it's going to be tremendous damage, tremendous reconstruction that will have to take place to get the building back to the place that it needs to be, so to be safe to enter.
What about a word to the people that started this fire? I mean, they're the arsonists, they don't know, they're investigating now. What do you have to say, something like that?
To the people that started it?
That started it.
Well, I mean, you know, one of the reasons why I haven't mind talking to you all is that I want them to know that by doing what they did, they didn't stop anything. They didn't hurt God's plan. God's plan is still his plan. And even though it was a demonic attack to try to derail God's plan, they were not able to do that. We're still going on, and we're going to continue to go on. We are not going to change anything that we've done. We've made a commitment that all of the things that we have on our schedule to do between now and the end of the year, we're going to do those things. We're not going to be dampened, and we're not going to be stopped. We might stagger a little bit, but we're not going to be stopped. We're going to continue to go.
All right. Appreciate it, sir.
Okay.